Welcome all to this meeting of the Scrutiny, Regeneration, Development and Market Hall Committee on Monday, the 12th of May 2025. May I remind everyone present that this meeting is being broadcast live via YouTube and the recording will be archived for future viewings. Could all councillors and officers ensure that when they speak, they switch their microphone on, and when they have finished speaking, switch their microphone off. This is extremely important for the live stream to ensure that the cameras will be focused on the individual who is speaking. Have we any apologies?
Thank you, Chair. We've received apologies for absence from Councillor Beach, Councillor Afsar and Councillor Clark, who is substituted with Councillor Gaskin.
Thank you. Welcome, Councillor Gaskin. Yes, Councillor Shrive.
I was supposed to have let you know, I've had apologies from Councillor Huckabee.
Right, okay, thank you. Item 2, do any councillors have any declarations of interest to declare on the items under discussion at this evening's meeting? Nope. Okay, thank you. Item 3, to consider any urgent business brought forward. I'm not aware of any urgent business for the consideration at this meeting this evening. Item 4, we have not received any questions from the members of the public. Item 5, we have not received any questions from members of the committee either this evening. Going to the public minutes of the meeting on the 9th of January. I propose the approval of the public minutes from the previous meeting. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Shrive. We will now go to the vote. All those for? All those against? And any abstentions? 3 abstentions. Got that. Item 7. If Declan can provide us with an update, please. Thank you, Declan. Sorry.
Thank you, Chair. As you'll know, some of you'll know, at the last meeting we discussed the ongoing parts of the Market Hall review, and the key outstanding piece is the interview of the traders. We tried to diarise some of the interviews, and there was a few conflicting diaries, let's say. So that piece of the work is still ongoing. Because of this meeting being rearranged, I'm very aware that we're only 8 weeks away until the next meeting, as opposed to the normal 3 months. So to get real updates by that point, I've taken the liberty of putting together a digital questionnaire, which I'll share with the committee afterwards. I know the preference would have been to do face-to-face informal interviews, but it's taking some time now to get to that stage. And I suppose I'd leave it for the committee to decide, do you still want to go ahead with face-to-face informal interviews, or in order to sort of expedite things, would we rather go digital to try and get a wider scope of feedback instead of the one person who committed to getting an interview in place last time? So I suppose that's for you, Chair, and the committee to decide what we want to do with that.
I think it would be good to get face-to-face, but the digital would be really beneficial as well, I think. So it's up to the committee. What do you think?
Can we not do both?
We can. If you want to do both, we can. It would be at that point of, I suppose, once we've exhausted all opportunity to do the face-to-face, would it then be a supplementary, or do we send the questionnaire to everybody and then say, for those who want to discuss it in person, and almost hold like a forum, let's say? Is that the preference? You tell me what the preference is, and we'll try and facilitate either way.
I think that would be a good idea. What does everybody else think? Councillor?
Yeah, I think if you did face-to-face, give them the option of the face-to-face, but then have a further option of a digital form at a later date if those can't do the particular date you've arranged for the face-to-face. That's the way I think I'd take it forward.
Councillor Hadley.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, so we need to try and get as many different opinions as possible and to work with. So any and all options will be welcome, whether it's face to face, whether it's both, whether it is actually a survey as well. But yeah, it would be ideal face to face. But if there's conflicting diaries, then we'll have to go with the survey.
Councillor Locke.
So a few questions. I missed the last meeting. How many people did we approach for this? And when you say face-to-face, do you mean calling them into the town hall or allowing them to do, for example, a teleconf or even a phone conversation would still gain us more information than you would likely get from a written response to a survey? I mean, written responses to surveys, you're lucky if you get a 10% return. I'm wondering how many people you approached, you might get none back, statistically.
I think what we tried to sort of agree on at the time was we would meet them at a place that's suitable for them. So an informal environment, not a sit-down, piece of paper in front, tick-box exercise, more of an open conversation with myself or one of the other officers alongside as a note-taker. So it didn't feel like we were ticking a box. It was a more open, transparent conversation. So that was the preference to begin with. I don't know, I know you've got experience with marketing sort of things because you spoke about this before. So whether or not the digital is very much a blast out to everybody, and if you get 10% back, great. But we encourage people to say on such and such time of a date, we'll meet you at the market, or we'll meet you in your, because it was previous traders as well. In answer to your other question, it was past and present traders from the last sort of 4 years. So some of them have moved on. We want their feedback as to why. So if it means going to their current place of business, then so be it. Hopefully, most of them are still in the borough. That's the idea.
If I may come back on that, under those circumstances, perhaps you need that halfway house then. So say, can you meet us? We'll come to you. That's good. If they can't do that, fall back on perhaps a telephone conversation. If they can't do that, then send them a survey.
Well, if the chair and the committee are happy to do that, we can put almost 3 tiers in place of face-to-face at times, place to suit you, a telephone or Zoom or however we put that together, and then the digital. So we've got like a 3-pronged attack. If the committee are happy.
I'm happy with that. Is everybody else happy with that? Yeah? Yeah, we're happy with that, Declan. Thank you.
No, that's what I've got so far. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 9, the date of the next meeting will be the 10th of July. To confirm the date of the next meeting is the 10th of July. I'll bet that twice. Okay, has everybody got that? Item 10, I now invite Declan to provide a performance report of the corporate plan for quarter 3. Please note that Appendix 2 and 3 will be considered in the private part of the meeting, so if councillors have any points to discuss on these sections, please raise them in the private part of the meeting at item 12.
Thank you, Chair. I won't read the entire report, but the sort of headlines are that between the quarter 3 of October to December of 2024, the 91 live targets on the RAG rating that we normally do gave a 90.63% green, 2.08% amber and 7.29% red, which is an uplift from quarter 2, so slightly starting to get back on track. And the Towns Fund and the leisure contracts, which are on pages 7 and 8 of the report, are, sorry, I've lost my place there, still performing well either way. The The leisure contract is 77 green, 1 amber and 0 red indicators, and the Towns Fund programme is currently on track or completed across the delivery, spend and risk. So that's a sort of overview of the Q3 performance. I'll take any questions.
Any questions for Declan? Councillor Locke?
Thank you. I wanted to ask a question on POH 03, safeguarding the Market Hall, completing the necessary works to the Market Hall roof, seeing as that's one of our sort of areas of interest. Now that shows currently is on track to be achieved, but I noticed the previous warning about bats. Did that turn out to be erroneous? Did we not have bats in the end? Or is there still a bat-related question to be answered there? I know we're the last ones to get this report, so it might be resolved.
The actual detail on that particular procurement I'm not involved in, so I can go away and find out all the answers for you and come back to you, but at the moment I don't know the answers to that.
So you are the designated Batman, or you will find them.
Any other questions for Declan? Okay.